Marcus brought this up, and this is especially, Cleveland is where Tamir Rice happened. Marcus wants to know, what will you do about police brutality when you're elected governor?
Well, the biggest problem is with prosecutors not doing their job. And, we certainly, I will have a program to try to create some resonance between police and the communities in which they work. It's part of my, I did the same thing when I was a member of Congress. I created a program that would deal with domestic violence, spousal abuse, but also police conflict between police and communities. But let's say we have a case where deadly force has been misused. And let's say you have a prosecutor who isn't doing his or her job. Here's what I would do as governor. There's a provision of the Ohio Revised Code, section 3.08, that says that a governor, upon his signature, can send a complaint to common pleas court to seek the removal of a prosecutor or a sheriff if you feel there's any way in which they have not carried out the duties of their office. And I want to know, and I would not hesitate to take a prosecutor and seek that prosecutor's removal in court if they did not properly perform their duties in a murder investigation. So, I'm talking about a whole new approach that would be taken in assuring that communities are not going to be denied justice, particularly communities of color, where we've seen so many incidents of nationally of people who have been denied justice and who have essentially been murdered because they happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and the wrong color. So we're definitely going to be taking this on with a spirit that we can reach cooperation with police and coming up with and helping to provide for better education for police, for better training. That's possible. What I'm talking about isn't anti-police, it's pro-people, and will help assure that police will be more protected when they're on the job, because let's face it, every time, a bad cop commits a crime against a citizen, that makes it tough for all the good police that are out there. So, I take an approach of trying to find a way to address the crises in law enforcement and in proper conduct by police officers. And so, it's a tough question, but I'm prepared to take an innovative approach, beginning with holding prosecutors accountable for their conduct. I want to add a postscript here. So if I would sign a letter that would raise a question about a prosecutor's conduct, that letter would be sent to the Court of Common Pleas. A judge then would hold a hearing, or he would either conduct the hearing, the judge, he or she, and if the prosecutor wanted to have a jury trial, he or she would have a right to do that, and then a decision would be made as to by a judge or jury as to whether or not the prosecutor would be removed. So when I send that message throughout the state, and law enforcement knows that a governor is not going to stand by and let a miscarriage of justice occur, that has a very powerful effect on the system. That's the kind of leadership I intend to provide.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.